as my singing voice is gone. Hello, stranger. Never mind. I'm back.
We are back in the welcome back to the Fortress of Solid Dudes. I had trouble saying that in the reaction video for the 5 people who watched it.
No,
I'm
should
getting
start the show off with me going, "Hello, stranger."
We will totally. Hello, that sounds good. Your voice isn't gone.
I know. I thought it was.
But
I can't hit them notes like I used to, you know.
Fortress of Solid Dudes. I'm still struggling and saying Fortress of Solitude occasionally.
Really?
But no, I mean just every now and then.
Fortress. That name is actually going over very well.
People
with
laugh.
My friends.
I tell them too, and they laugh. Diamato, I saw him today at Nathan's, and he laughed out loud. And he high-fived me. He thought it was so funny.
Yeah.
So far, Jordan May was the only friend who said that she was not into it.
Fortress of Solid Dudes.
She thought it was dumb, and I said, "You have no idea." And
She
she
better
almost
get at it.
tricked me into not doing it. But she also helps me with all this and learning how to record everything online. So I can't. What am I saying?
Nah,
Shout
she's
out.
out.
Shout out.
She's
No.
out now.
No.
I'm just playing. We love you, JoJo.
Oh.
Is JoJo listening? She better be.
She listens in every now and then. Yeah, for sure. She's one of our subscribers.
Dude.
We have
so
10,
we have
which
10.
means we got 9. Shout out.
I love you guys.
five.
Myles, bring their names up. I want to give a shout out to each one of
I
them.
don't know how to do that yet.
You don't know how to.
Well, I'll look eventually.
Wow.
One of them has to be JoJo. If I go on there and it's not, I'll be crushed.
Guys,
During the
we're-
break, I'll look it up. How about that?
Nope, I'm doing
We'll
it
do
right
shout
now.
out at the end. You don't know how to log into the thing.
I
No,
can look you up on.
We just watched the Ant-Man trailer.
Dude.
Maybe
yeah.
if you're following the show, then you would see that we did the reaction. I did it by
Myles
myself.
did a reaction video because he couldn't wait a day.
I call you out in the video. Oh,
You called me on the video?
I was like, I would have waited for Alex, but and then I make a fart sound. And I said I'm doing it by myself. See, so now there's continuity between the episodes. It's beginning, Alex. It's the beginning stages of the Fortress of Solid Dudes.
True.
Everybody, thanks for tuning in. We're no longer in my bedroom though. We're in Alex's living room.
Yeah, we are. And
We're
it
not-
sounds more comfortable.
We're not in the fortress. We're in the Black Cave, or what would you call it?
Did this fool just say the Black
It's
Cave?
like Bat Cave, but
No, yeah, that's what I'm going to call this place.
yeah.
The
So you
Black-
like it?
Yes.
Yes.
Especially with Black History Month rolling around. Good job, Myles.
Like-
You didn't do something white and offensive for once. I'm just playing. I love you. You're my best friend.
Wait,
He's now white and
I'm
offensive.
cool with it. I'm cool with being funny.
No, Black Cave, yeah. We doing that. Right, Willow? My dog.
But it's in reference to Batman.
I have a
Because I have the
Batman.
fortress and you have the Bat Cave or the Black Cave.
Yes.
I guess my room has boners in it if it's solid, dude. So, but I mean,
Solid dudes.
solid. I am a very solid dude. Alex is even more solid in this
Yeah.
aspect of good peoples
No.
and occasionally bonery people. But who
I
isn't?
was just talking about my muscles. My muscles are solid. I'm making my pecs bounce.
Okay, so I watched the Ant-Man trailer and I thought it was cool, and
Mhm.
I didn't really react very well in my reaction video. It was more of an editing exercise. So thank you anyone who actually watched it. I mean, it has nothing to do with. I mean, I missed the Infinity trailer, and I remember just having the MacBook and not having this gear, and just being like, "Oh, I wish I had the gear to do the reaction to this and be a part of this." So we missed on the big Infinity trailer video. So I tried to make up.
Wait, what?
I
What
couldn't.
Infinity trailer?
I couldn't do the original Infinity
Oh,
reaction
that's
because I didn't have all the
right.
gear. And then like a few weeks later, we got this. So we're doing an Ant-Man trailer, which looks like a good movie, but in comparison to Black Panther, it just looks boring. I mean, not really. It's like, okay, I think the Ant-Man trailer
Wow.
looks really cool, but my first thought was like, wow, what a complete opposite energy from what Black Panther is going to be. Like they really just 180'd back to normal Marvel movies.
Yep, they did.
I was like, I mean, the movie looks like it has a lot of new things, and you know, they're on
Wasp
the run.
looks great,
Yeah, and it looks like they're on the run.
but I'm kind of happy though. I mean, like each
Yeah, I'm
one
happy
does
too.
kind of have a different feel.
They're all different. This one looks more heisty, like another
Yeah.
back to the Ant-Man heist film stuff.
Because even the way they put the title, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I'm still a little bummed, and I'm half skeptical. I feel like there is going to be, because I don't know if this happens after Infinity or before Infinity. You know, so I'm skeptical to see. I wish there was more sci-fi stuff in it. Like, I know there's a lot of sci-fi stuff in it, but I thought they were going to be going into maybe space or time traveling or something. Or
Maybe they'll do that with X-Men.
well, I feel like there's just such a good opportunity with being able to
They are
shrink into
doing
the
that with
quantum
X-Men.
zone. Eventually they will, but we don't know that.
No, they're going into space for Phoenix.
Maybe, yeah. The movie's done for.
Oh my God, go ahead, Myles.
Look at Taxman. You
No,
got.
we
I
gonna get
lost
to Black
thought.
Panther
What did
'cause
you think? Okay, well, here.
February 1st, and it's Black History Month, y'all. Welcome home to Wakanda. That
So
was a good. That was a good accent.
it was good.
Go ahead.
Your thoughts on the Ant-Man trailer,
I
or at
don't
least what poked out for you? I like that Pez dispenser.
Yeah. Where she shoots the Pez dispenser.
I
Makes
said it
giant.
before. It reminds me of like the Pac-Man moment in Guardians of the Galaxy
Yep.
2. Like they're just gonna keep having big funny pop culture things, jokes. Is that like gonna be a Phase 3 thing, where they always have giant toys pop up?
Is this
'Cause
Phase 3? I thought.
I have no idea what phase
Is it
it is.
Black Panther ending Phase 3? No. The end of Phase 3 is Infinity Wars.
Okay, yeah. So for
And
sure.
then they're gonna start up.
Or it's the start of the next one.
hello.
Hey.
Nah, Stan.
No, but I mean, I wonder if I look back. I mean, if you look at Ant-Man, they had a big toy they had a Thomas the Engine
Yep,
toy.
Thomas
get
the
big.
Engine
Did anything
and
get
that
big in
giant
Civil
head.
War? That wasn't a truck or anything.
That was a truck, yeah.
But it wasn't like a toy. Thomas the Train, and then we have a big Pac-Man.
Yep.
And then, are there any other big? I guess they always have pop culture stuff.
Yeah, they do. Well, no, this new one though. I'm excited to see the Wasp. Except one thing. Hey, y'all, Wasp was a mutant. Hello, but they probably made that before.
They switch it
Marvel.
up.
Yeah.
They switch, and I'm sure they've switched that before, even in the comic books. They always do stuff
It's
like that.
annoying, but
The costume wasn't as colorful. I mean, it feels kind of like the muted Civil War stuff. It looks more.
I would like hers to be more bright.
Yeah, I felt like I was seeing more of the Winter Soldier vibe of her costume, and I
Right.
sort of was not into that as much. I was a little bit, it would be cool if it was yellow or something.
Because
or-
Yellow Jacket was like pretty yellow and black.
It also kind of looks like she has a dong on her chest. If that thing upside down, her boob padding. Here, let me look it up. Cover for me.
Oh my god, Dawn. No. I thought, yeah, I'm kind of tired of the military-esque style. Like, I'm sorry, look, y'all, and I'm gonna say this. I know you guys want it to be realistic, but look, can we just have somebody in some tight stuff besides Scarlett Johansson? You know what
Well,
I'm
this
saying?
costume
Miles?
looks good, but see, doesn't that her boobs?
It
and
does look like a.
It looks like an
upside
upside down
wow.
penis.
Wow.
And looking at it, there is some pretty cool color. And I'm not gonna lie, I like this actress. I loved her from Lost. Let me look up her name. Fact check.
Evangeline Lilly.
Nice. You are the fact check. I love Kate. And by love Kate, I mean I hate Kate. But I love to hate Kate from Lost. So anyone from Lost in anything, I'm just immediately a fan of. So they got that. That's cool. It looks a little humorous. I feel like they're hiding the humor from the trailer a little bit more. They make it look a little bit more like. It felt like they were trying to sell it to the Civil War audience. But you know the movie's gonna be more funny.
Well, yeah, and like, I'm really actually impressed with her performance as the Wasp. She's really like saucy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she has a lot of the one-liners.
Yeah, she has a lot of one line. Dude, she's great. And then my favorite part of that whole thing, I could watch over and over again is when the dude was throwing the knives and she shrinks into Wasp, does a little flip, tuck, spin, wings pops out, runs against the next knife and charges the dude. That was kind of cool.
It was very cool.
I mean, like, people don't. I think that's why I knew Ant-Man was gonna be good, because a lot of people, like, they don't see the possibilities in doing a live action movie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we see the X-Men cartoon
but really doing it.
but like
Really
doing
Getting
it.
tiny in a
So
tub.
like, right,
talking to ants.
right, yeah,
Really flying on them and stuff.
like, yeah, and it actually turns out really cool, and it like,
The ant thing is a bad example, but it is something.
well, I was gonna say, like, for example, when she's like flipping around and her wings pop out, so like, you can see somebody animate that, and it's like, oh yeah, it's a cartoon, but like, to really see that, you're like, oh my god, this is dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then
like, people don't think that. They just think, oh, it's a stupid cartoon.
Well, that's a great part. Yeah, or I loved in Civil War when Ant-Man ran through Tony Stark's stuff and he's
Yeah.
messing with his conscience and stuff, the conscience. And even though those jokes are cheesy, it's funny just to see it. You're like, wow, the Ant-Man shrunk into the costume and is running around.
And it's I mean, even with the corny joke, it was just like, yeah, that was a corny part, but it was funny. Like,
yeah,
it was
that I'm excited for all that. It's great to see the Hank Pym is back.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
With his old ass.
Someone pointed out that in one of the still images, Disney releases still images of their press movies and
Yes,
stuff.
they do.
And in one of them, it's kind of similar to the trailer. It's just them standing. It's a boring image, but one of the doors behind them has the Hank Pym logo. So I'm assuming that that's some sort of building, and I'm assuming that's the building we see in the trailer that shrinks.
Yeah, and I'm thinking
That has has a suitcase thing. Is
yeah.
that in the building? And you were like, "Where's the plumbing?" Right? Like,
Wait, and I said, "Where's the plumbing?" I was like, "They didn't even mess up the foundation." But I'm just thinking,
just-
actually, they probably just like use that building that they keep shrinking down.
but it's a placeholder.
It's just like a
and
place
they just have like
to
3 rooms in it. Yeah,
create stuff.
I can see that for sure.
So that makes sense. So I jumped the gun. I did a Miles coin. But I
You
bring
figured
it
it out, you
back.
mean? You figured it out before the
No,
movie?
I jumped the gun.
Oh, shit.
Jumped the gun and said some stuff. Um,
Wait, you
but
mean
yeah,
I? We'll come back to
yeah, we will. You come on back. I'm gonna tickle you, little
that.
tickles.
I'm already giggling.
Okay.
But it looks like I saw one of the scenes, a bunch of people on a boat, and Ant-Man's getting bigger again. And he looks,
Yes,
and it looked
giant
like
man.
Someone's
Giant
on the
man.
boat. Someone's on the boat holding the building. So someone probably snagged the building.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh okay. Yeah. And Ant-Man's probably like, let me get that.
And I saw some of the tiny world, the 3D tiny world. I saw some like one-cell organisms and a spaceship.
Yeah, dude. Do you think they're gonna go back and try to save original Wasp?
That is the most. Oh, first off,
Who's the
yes.
villain? Who's the villain in
well,
there?
no, it's one question at a time.
I'm sorry.
One, I do. That's what my original theory was, that they were gonna go back to save her,
I
but
figured.
in a weird way, kind of like time travel somehow, because the weird science fiction of it,
Oh yeah.
and then bump into here's my theory, possibly time hopping or dimension hopping Spider-Man and Doctor Strange from Infinity War. I'm just saying it's a huge possibility.
Why every time we get on this microphone, you start saying really great things?
Or that's the bonus scene, is them being tiny and someone gets lost. And then they bump into Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. We're like, how did that happen? And then we go into Infinity, and that's the thing. No,
Right.
we have to take a break when we do that. It's out.
Watch your mouth.
But I want that to happen. And I see this movie, I don't see any I don't really see. I'd see a different movie than I expected. Another heist film, and I didn't see. I thought it was going to be I thought Ant-Man and the Wasp was going to be more of an Avengers movie, like how Civil War is more of an Avengers movie.
It is a teaser trailer.
It's true. It's a teaser trailer that's designed, I think, to look different from what the movie's tone actually is.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a whole. I bet it's going to
skeptical.
be a lot of cool stuff. Because we were pleasantly surprised with Ant-Man. Paul Rudd gave a
I
stellar
know
performance.
I know I'm gonna like it. This doesn't support any of my theories, and I'm upset about that.
Look, segue. Y'all, let me tell you something. I saw pictures of all the actors at the Black Panther, not red carpet, purple carpet movie premiere. Myles, what you looking up?
I'm listening to you. You're supposed to cover.
Oh, I'm supposed to cover.
Yeah.
Sorry,
fuck.
guys. So anyway, I saw Black Panther purple carpet premiere. Hopefully I can get Myles to look that up at some point. But the clothes, y'all, I'm talking about. And the rules were, if you go to the Black Panther premiere, you have to dress like African royalty, y'all. That's what they said. And let me tell you something. My black people showed up. And my black people showed out. What you just say to me?
Were you there?
No, just
Look at
like,
these-
look at the pictures. Look
these
at
are
Childish
fab.
Gambino, dude.
These are fab.
In the orange suit. I would love that with the cheetah print shirt. That looks like something I would wear. I swear, y'all. How
I saw Janelle Monáe.
Janelle Monáe.
She looks amazing.
She looks
Look
like
at
a
those
beautiful
blue and,
queen.
Those blue and yellow sleeves.
Yeah,
Or
dude.
blue and white sleeves.
Mm-hmm. Everybody there bust super hard. Look, that was one of the guards in that pink dress. Look at Childish Gambino.
Wow. Nice orange suit.
Childish Gambino. Can I just
That
take?
undershirt, you'd wear that.
Yeah, so I said I would wear that whole
I
thing.
could see that on you. I don't
Hey.
think you'd wear the pants. I think you'd wear something different.
I wear that whole suit. You
No, I
listen
mean,
to me.
You would do something
The
different.
whole outfit. Yeah, I'll do something jazzy. Let me tell you something. Childish Gambino, if you ever listen to this, y'all, send this to Childish Gambino, Donald Glover. Can I just take you up?
Freedom.
Myles, if you interrupt me asking out Childish Gambino one more time, can I take you out for some coffee sometime?
George Lucas was there.
I think you're cool and it'd be fun.
George Lucas was at the premiere, and he wasn't dressed.
His
Like an
black,
African
but
person.
his black wife is there.
That's his wife.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You didn't know he had a black wife?
He's so cool still. Wow. No wonder he sold Star Wars.
That's
He
so
just tapped
funny.
out. He just tapped out. He's just like, I'm done.
I was just like, watch George Lucas here. I'm like, could it be his arm wrapped around his chocolatey brown wife looking?
I feel like this is the best way to discover that he's got a sexy black wife. Is that he's just, George, what are you doing here? My wife. Star Wars. For once, someone's talking to me something that's not Star Wars.
Dude,
But
y'all.
it's like George Lucas is going to the evil people he sold his franchise to. So he's like half upset. Like they talked about it in the car.
But for real though, Childish Gambino, I want to like take you for some coffee and then maybe we can play tennis and like read comic books and do rap songs together. And we go eat some Chinese food and we watch The Wiz. Y'all, we're gonna do The Wiz for our next.
Unless we do Rogue One and then The Wiz, because I feel like we should keep in theme, maybe, or I'll do Rogue One with somebody else.
I'll do Rogue One with you. Why you keep trying to push me out when Star Wars come?
I came up with doing The Wiz the other day. It was my idea.
Yeah, and then you just shot it down.
No, I didn't.
You shot it down just now.
No, I didn't.
Wow. Guys, you hear that? You're witnessing
the villain's name was Ghost.
The end of a friendship.
Anyways, the villain's name is Ghost in the Ant-Man movie.
Anyways.
Looks cool. Know nothing about
I'll throw
it.
your shoe out the window.
I don't want to even pretend like I know anything about this character because I don't. But does it look cool as hell?
Yeah. It
looks
does look cool.
dope.
Let's see what type of villain this is going to be.
Mystical. Yeah. Weird shaky hand.
Oh, that was him?
Yeah. Or her. I think they changed it to a her.
Oh, okay.
That's all I got. Leaving it open-ended. Looks cool. All right, I'm into it. Looks more comic booky though.
It does.
And in the sense of Ant-Man, it looks like a villain no one's ever heard of.
Like, but it's for real, y'all. Like with the girls' costumes, I know we had to make it. Can we just get a little bit more comic booky and a little bit more gratuitous and a little bit graphic? I'm sorry, I can't believe I said that. I'm sorry, I don't mean like graphic, but I just mean like I just want. I can't
run in heels.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. That got away from me.
ADD though. There. I mean, we were talking about the costume thing like 10 minutes ago.
I know, but I didn't get out what I said because you always interrupted me.
We're just so excited for all these.
We're excited.
I'm excited.
Willow, are you excited, boo boo?
The dog's been quiet the whole time. There's a little doggy.
A little tail wiggle.
No, leave her sitting there.
I'm not gonna get her up.
If you yell at her, I'm not cutting it out.
Good. Everyone can hear how evil I am to her. I love you.
Yeah. That's a bunch of fun Marvel
I
stuff.
love
Is
you,
there anything
BB.
else Marvel that we haven't covered that we've talked about obsessively lately?
Marvel, y'all. Marvel has been like really creeping through my mind often. You know, I just like can't get enough ever since they started down this path of like, can we just go back to like the beginnings of this?
It's way better than it was then. I feel like it's almost silly when you watch the early stuff.
Absolutely correct. It is better. What I'm saying is, like, for the time and all these movies were coming out, we were just like...
I remember watching Iron Man and being like, they have S.H.I.E.L.D. in this? Cool. And just being like, that's so great. That's like a really crazy
But little
thing.
did we know, like
Black...
this is going to grow.
Widow showed up in Iron Man 2, and it's like, well, we already knew they were making Avengers back then.
Well, yes, but I'm saying, like, we didn't know it was going to grow into this. Now we have these huge. We have Doctor Strange now. All this Doctor Strange is out there, and then now we have Ant-Man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, he'll be really out there. I feel like they didn't really do. I mean, they did some crazy stuff with Doctor Strange, but they're really gonna do crazy stuff now that he's. I mean, when he was in Thor, for example, that's super funny and crazy. That's what I expected more of the character, and expect to see more zany stuff. Oh yeah, but yeah, Doctor Strange. I mean, Black Panther. It's all things black.
What'd you just say to me, dude?
It's all things black.
Hello.
People love it.
Hello.
I mean, that's the thing, right? Like Civil War is the ultimate Avengers movie, and Ant-Man's the heist movie, and Spider-Man's the John Hughesy high school movie. Black Panther's the Black people science fiction are awesome movie. Or Black people are awesome science fiction. Woo! He's flaring his nostrils at me again, everybody.
Black Panther is the black movie. That's what it is.
It's science fiction.
But I think
because they have space stuff.
Well, yeah,
they have
but
spaceships. Science fiction.
It's black.
Oh, you think I'm saying science fiction? Like
I don't care about science fiction. I don't care about it. It's black. Okay. What I'm.
It's the same thing you said last time.
Yeah, it is. Don't make me say it no more.
I hope people find you charming.
I'm sorry if I'm obnoxious.
No, you're very dear to my heart and charming to the audience, not subscribers.
Did anybody comment? Can you guys comment about us? I would love to hear your criticisms. It'll make me cry. Subscribe.
Tell your friends.
No, dude. I want to
tweet it. What?
Nothing. I want to look up the names of the subscribers. I want to give them a shout out. I want to tell all of them, friend me on Facebook and then send me a message.
Give me more time. We'll do that next time.
Wow.
But if I look, then I know who it is, and then it's gonna. No, I want to wait till we have like 100.
Okay.
And then we
I
make them
can't give
compete.
out 100 shout
And then we
outs. That's
make
gonna
them
take the
compete
whole
for
time. No, I want to know them.
loot crates, self-made loot crates
That's
that we sponsor
our
ourselves.
fans, dude.
We just take a box, we poop in it, we send it in the mail. Loot crate.
Okay, well, since Myles doesn't love you like I do, I just want to say that
I love the 9 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I love the 9 of them as if they were my children, all 9 children.
What are the names of your children?
All of them are Derek.
I'm getting a divorce. We're getting a divorce.
This is Devin Spacey. The best joke not told on the
Kevin
podcast,
Spacey.
but still hysterical to me.
Oh my god. Thank you
thing.
all for subscribing. My name is Alex Scott. Friend me on Facebook.
Do
Let's
it. He
talk
wants
about
the
stuff.
direct thing. You can tweet me at MylesCoin, MYLESCOYNE, or MouseCoin. Yeah. Wait, are we wrapping this up?
No.
Well, damn. Never mind.
I just wanted them to friend me on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
You come over and we'll eat pancakes. Talk about comic books.
He will do that.
I will do it.
He won't read them, but he'll remember a time he read them.
Wow. Wow, that really hurt.
You have yet to read Saga.
What's that?
It's one of my favorite comic books of all time. It's written by Brian K. Vaughan, and it's kind of like a sci-fi story that happens out in space, and there's these 2 races of people that are at war. One of them has horns, one of them has wings, and 2 of them fall in love. Like, one of them's in jail and one of them's the prison guard, and she helps him escape, and they fall in love and have a baby. So all the governments are after them because they're war criminals, and it's a secret plot for the few people who know about the baby. Because if they catch them and see that, if people can see that they can fuse their races together, the war crime ends, or like the war machine ends, and the whole universe is like sucked into this
War machine.
And it sounds really, and that's basically the premise for it, but it's really a story about being a parent. It's like the writer just dealing with a weird way about having kids in this world. And it is insane, and but it's really relatable. There's a lot of family stuff, a lot of relatable sex stuff, a lot of horrific deaths and weird sex and drugs, and it's all very awesome. The last story arc had a bunch of cool transgender characters, and like, for example, and like the little girl that has wings and horns is kind of older now. She's like she's like 12 or 15, and she was kind of asking advice about how what's the character's name? God, I cannot remember any of the characters' names. But one of them, one of them's transgender and has a penis. So she was like, "Why do you have that part?" And she got all mad about it. And she's like, I have wings and horn. Like, there's an entire war of people trying to kill me. I don't know how to feel about my body. And you're just like, this is crazy. So the writer is just using these sci-fi ways to write really human and topical things. It's really fascinating. It's like one of my favorite comics of all time. Saga, Brian K. Vaughan. Fiona Apple draws it. It's one of the best comic books of all time.
Fiona Apple, the singer?
No. Did I say Fiona Apple?
Yes.
Gracious. Let me look up the name. Fact check.
I was going to be like, hold on. Y'all playing too much now. Right, Willow? Are we playing too much? I love you. Look, y'all, any other time I ignore her, she wants to be all up in my face. Now I'm talking to her. And she's looking
Fiona
off in
Staples.
the distance.
Sorry.
What's her
Fiona
name?
Staples.
Fiona Staples.
There we go. Good stuff. Look at the cover. She's breastfeeding. Oh, it's too tiny. But yeah, it's pretty funny. It's pretty dark. Good stuff. Alex, I think that's all we need for this episode. I love you.
You got a positive note? I have one.
I wish we had positive music still.
It's fine. We don't need positive music to have a positive note.
Final thought? No, I don't know. It's hard without the music. I don't know if I have a final thought.
It's fine. I got one.
What's your final thought, Alex?
Recently I met a child. I met a child who is 6 years old and is trans. And I thought it was the most fascinating. I'm sorry, I don't see any trans people as science experiments, and I'll tell you why I thought it was fascinating. But it was beautifully remarkable that this child at the age of 6 is like, I feel like a girl, I don't feel like a boy. Classmates, will you refer to me as she and he, or she and her, please? Use those pronouns. And I know a lot of people are probably like, oh, kids, how in the world do they know? How do they feel like that? Their feelings are too to feel that way. Because at first I thought that, and then with some recent changes in my life, I just looked at her and I was like, you got your life. way more together than I do. Because children are the most honest beings on this planet. And like to see a 6 year old. I remember when I was 6, I walked up to my mother and was like, "Ma, I think I'm fat and ugly." I remember saying that to her, and I remember her looking at me like with horror, like, "Why would you ever say that about yourself?" Me, that was me at 6 years old. And we have this little girl who is like, "I'm 6 years old. I feel like a girl, and I want to be a girl." And her parents were like, "Go ahead with your bad self."
Cool parents.
I think that is a great display of like human emotion and the awareness of human emotion. And I say that because like I said, there's a lot of changes in my life, and like I feel like a lot of people don't listen to me or just respect me as like a person because they've known me for so long to be like this chubby goofy kid. So just growing up, they've just been like, "Oh, it's just Al. He's just chubby and sensitive. Oh, whatever. Let's have him draw this for us, though." Like that's how it was. And like, I just think it's really important that like parents, like people, we all need to listen to each other, like we do. We all need to listen to each other and think in terms of how this person that's talking to us feels, and not in terms of this news is strange and new to me. I'm gonna throw all my feelings at you. Think about the other person, please. Think about what they might be going through for once in your life. And like, I'm thinking when you open that window and you're like, "Oh, that's what that feels like." You're gonna open a door and another window and another door. This is a 3-door house. You're gonna open the patio doors, and all of a sudden, you're just gonna look up and be like, "Hey, I'm kind of woke now." So please get woke and listen to other people and love one another, folks. Just as I love you. Have a beautiful night.
Thank you, Alex. What a nice story. You're listening to The Fortress of Solitude. No, I'm just sorry, it's a little like quaint there at the. You're listening to the
Fortress of Solitude.
Solitudes.
Oh, yeah.
See, you did it. I was saying in
Yep.
the beginning that it's really hard to.
Fortress of Solitude.
Do it. Yeah, get woke. I got woke. My best friend is a big, beautiful black man and a beautiful lady, redhead,
Mm-hmm.
who considers herself transgender. So get yourself woke.
Shouts
I
out
feel like
to
those
JoJo.
are two types of people that every white person should have best friends of.
And let me just tell
That'll
you.
help them get woke faster.
Let me just tell you. There's always going to be aspects of transgender, how they feel that I won't ever understand because I don't feel that way. But the point is, whether you understand it or not, just respect it. You are wasting so much energy being upset about something that doesn't apply to you
For sure, yeah.
at all. That's so much energy you could be spent doing so many other things. I cleaned my apartment the other day. That's what I use my energy for. Do something productive with your ugly asses. JK, I love y'all. But you know what I mean.
You know what we did that was productive?
What?
Totally like taken away. We didn't even. The whole reason we started recording this podcast is because I was all infuriated about horror movies.
He was.
And we just pre-ordered our tickets for Black Panther.
Yep, Black Panther, y'all.
High
64.
five. Don't leave me hanging. That's the third one on the show.
$64 I spent on 4 tickets.
I bought 2 of those tickets.
Yeah, Myles did. He bought 2 of them. That's fine. Sorry, y'all.
Whoa, what is that? Turn that up. Oh, I'm gonna beat you when these mics are off.
Keep it on.
So
I'm
yeah,
kind of looking forward to that.
Actually, the reason we did that is because the hype train is like most pre-sale tickets for Black Panther, and I immediately have to call BS on that because even if it's true, I feel like Disney's just hyping it because they own all the media machines and they're just trying to get people to go out and buy the tickets more.
Well,
and it worked because we did it right away. About 4.
Yep.
Look,
we
didn't
y'all.
even confirm the 4th person. We're like, we're just getting it. We're gonna need
The
it.
movie looks beautiful. Okay, it looks beautiful.
I like so God.
It's so many black people.
So be productive. I mean, I guess I was productive. I was productive because I practiced some piano stuff that Anthony gave me to practice. He's out of my piano instructor.
Anthony who?
How do you say his last name?
Dutch.
Yes. Dutching.
I like that guy.
Anthony's the best.
He's
out of town for the month, so
Yeah,
he
he's
gave me
gone.
a bunch of stuff to work on.
He's
I
awesome.
worked on the C stuff and his intervals and minors and sharps. So I've been doing that. That was my productive stuff. And then I read a bunch. I don't know how productive that is, but I've been reading Invincible. We can talk about that at another time.
Yeah. So like Myles said a long time ago, we're gonna go.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, you did like a 10-minute final thought there, and I was
Wow.
no, it's good.
I
It's
know.
a beautiful message.
Thank you.
Accept people, especially when they're kids and they know who they are at 6. What if eventually when she's like 12, she's like, actually, I'm a girl, but now I'm a robot. She becomes a robot.
She's not gonna do that.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm just joking.
I mean, even still, like, remember that one dude? He's a perfect example of that, actually.
What dude?
Leave Britney alone. That guy. First of all, he's gorgeous. Number one, Chris Crocker or something like that. But look, he was actually going to transition, and then he was like, "No, I like being a guy." And then he like cut his hair off and like just went back to just being a dude. That was on.
Really loves Britney Spears
Yeah, he probably still does. He's really funny. You should follow him on Facebook
or YouTube.
or Ute or Yube.
So yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in to the Fortress of Solid, dude. Sorry we're all over the place. That's
Yeah,
what
we
it
are.
is. You've tuned in. You know what's up.
That's how we talk normally too.
I'm doing a few reviews soon of The Post and that Mary's anime movie. I can't remember what it's called. You guys just tune in. But thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe. Check us out on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Add Alex on Facebook if you want. Alexander Scott.
No, it's Alex Scott.
Alex Scott. Tweet me at MylesCoin, MYLESCOINE, for any funny, stupid questions or topics or things you think we should think about.
I would love to hear from you.
Or just comment below. Thanks for new to YouTube and other podcast stuff. This is the best. We're having so much fun.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.